100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feed.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. Dances by him. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mike. 180. 55, Mike. Check. Q.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
280. Check. You get me? He's not gonna get me. Alert 3. Check. Hey,
On second down, Freeman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready. Check 56. Hey, 59, ready. Check 4. Check. 61,
on first down, Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
And he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Mike, 45. Check. All day, every day, any day. Go. We got it. 45 on the mark. Nice, sweetheart. 21. 45. Got it.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Tighten up. Tell you what.
From the 29, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 9, check 9. Check 13. Check 13.
A shotgun snap for gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brown, ready, 280. 51, jump. Coming after you. 51, jump. Hey, South.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan looking for the end zone. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Double dog, that's the way. Check.
Ric Flair, 76, tell him, 76.
Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Go, let's go.
Third and 2. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long. It's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, 280, 280, wait. Heavy on the edges, Hey, 59, ready. 45 to mark, 51. Army, 49, check 49.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan is going to fight, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 45. Come off the ball. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Shell. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he works free. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Banjo. We're good.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now it's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 25! Here we go, T. Here I come.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. His throw incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 48. Orbit. Coming to you. Coming. Got it. 48 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
45. Bravo. 45.
On 1st down, Goff. He's going to go up top, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
21.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Hey, I'm 7. Go. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
Now Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Freeman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run. Freeman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Watch 20.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.